All right, so let me just start by walking through this platform. So, like any analytics tool, and maybe I'll highlight some of these things. It could be helpful if you are using a different analytics platform, sort of how we organize things. We tend to always start off with high level general revenue figures at the front. In this case, we're showcasing a sports facility, right? So cage utilization or resource utilization is going to be important for this particular customer. Um, let's pretend like they sell lessons. So we camps, clinics. So in this case, we always like to call out some of the key revenue offerings for that business as various tabs. We then always like to sort of show active clients here in part of our dashboard. For those that run a membership-based business, we'll actually spend some time in this tab today as a number of examples I'm going to walk through. If you don't have a membership-based business, but you have recurring revenue, right? So think of if you're running teams and you're selling those teams and those registrations, maybe they're paid monthly, maybe it's a seasonal team and you got 3 or 4 seasons. You could still run this very similar, right? So almost have it like be a recurring revenue tab. But we're going to use members today. Then we cover some instructor performance, where we walk through retention, so total clients, average sessions by per client by staff. So this is really helpful in terms of how often are staff people being rebooked and utilized. We then have the ability to pull in staff and payroll information, registration responses. So this is pulling in any of the fields that are being pulled up for that business, cancellations and no shows. And then a couple other ones here that, for the sake of time, I'll hold off on going through. This one I'll just show real quick. We do pull in some census data. So if you're using another analytics platform, you can pull in census data. It's free. It tends to be pretty cumbersome to flatten census data to get it into an analytics platform. But here you can sort of see all the census data that might be relevant to your business, right? It just can provide a lot of really good marketing data and information, and we can sort of speak to, okay, well, if I run a bunch of kindergarten programs, what's the school enrollment been by zip code for kindergarten? What is grade 1 through 4, grades 5 to 8, et cetera. So we can start to compare, the 2023 census data, to what we're offering in our current clientele. As an example, maybe we're in, this zip code 78722, and we've got, 14.6, percent enrollment in grades 9 to 12 from 2023, but we're only actively promoting and selling, ages 7 to 8 right now, or grades 7 to 8. So in that case, maybe we need to look at, some additional programming in this grade range, and then market to that age group as well.